It was big tech that selected JD Vance as vice president. Elon Musk selected him. It wasn't Donald Trump's choice. Now, Elon Musk has bought the government for over $250 million that he contributed in campaign money. Donald Trump was not going to risk prison. He wasn't going to leave prison up to chance. There was going to be a deal to where Elon Musk was going to be the president in exchange for bailing Donald Trump out, saving him from going to prison by losing the election. Even his own words, anything can be hacked. And he hacked the Treasury system within 2 days, we saw. And then he says, you'll never have to vote again after this election. I've got all the votes. He's nowhere to be found campaigning. Kamala had full packed arenas. Donald Trump could barely fill an arena. More people watched the DNC convention. The inauguration ratings fell from 40 million to 25 million. So we know Kamala was the real winner of the election. And then he says, nobody knows his computer is better than Elon Musk. All those computers, those vote counting computers, we end up winning in the landslide. It was pretty good. It's pretty good. So this was the deal. Elon Musk, if he cannot be president because he's not a natural born citizen, was going to buy and hack a presidential election. Big tech is calling the shots. Big tech doesn't want any oversight into crypto and AI oversight. They don't want AI to be regulated. They don't want crypto to be regulated. And also, it's billionaires wanting personal tax breaks. Big tech has bought the entire Republican Party. Now, two narcissistic egos cannot clash. Donald Trump cannot stand the fact that he's puppet to Elon Musk. There will come a moment in time where two narcissistic egos cannot clash with each other. The Democrats will win the House, but the Republican Party is likely to keep the Senate. Impeachment articles will be brought to the House when Donald Trump collapses the economy and fails to uphold the law of the land while in office. There will come a time where impeachment articles will be brought into the House. Now, when MAGAs are financially devastated, that's when they're going to lose their support for the orange fueler. Republicans only support Trump because their delusional base is in a cult. So these Republicans who don't like Donald Trump have no choice but to support Donald Trump because at the end of the day, these people only care about retaining power and staying in office. When that happens, Republicans in the Senate can flip and convict Donald Trump in an impeachment trial. Richard Nixon was dealt that choice. You can resign and not get convicted. He did so. And Donald Trump is a narcissist. He never thinks he does anything wrong. He never thinks he's guilty. He's mentally ill, in other words. He will not voluntarily give up the presidency. However, they can invoke the 25th Amendment to remove Donald Trump from office if he's not able to perform the duties of the presidency. And this involves his dementia and his slurring, and he's going off into wild tangents. He can't stick with the subject. He goes on a wild tangent about stuff that is nowhere close to the question that was asked just a second ago. He's going off on weird tangents about magnets yesterday. And so JD Vance wrote the foreword to Project 2025. He was friends with Peter Thiel in big tech. He was involved at Silicon Valley. So JD Vance is not the Donald Trump pick. He is the Elon Musk Silicon Valley pick. Big tech runs the presidency. They run Donald Trump. Elon Musk is the president. Donald Trump is beholden to Putin because he couldn't get a loan from a U.S. bank and had Russian money laundered to his businesses. Elon Musk has been in secret contact with Vladimir Putin since 2022. And so he is the acting president. Why was Elon Musk in the press conference the other day? And there was no JD Vance to be found. Because JD Vance is going to eventually take over once the 25th Amendment has been invoked. Because Donald Trump cannot kick Elon out because he is Elon's puppet. When Donald Trump is going to try to dispose of Elon Musk, then the 25th Amendment is going to be invoked. And so which guys are lapdogs, loyalists to the orange clown until they face a lot of heat from constituents? Heck, Seth was on the Fox News. Scott Bassett. I think that is a venture capitalist group. Yeah, he would have no problem invoking the 25th. Rubio would have no problem invoking the 25th after what happened in the 2016 presidential debates. Brooks Rollins would have no problem invoking the 25th. Howard Lutnick would have no problem invoking the 25th. Pam Bondi is a Trump loyalist. She stopped prosecuting Trump scam university in Florida. That she is completely corrupt. Same thing with Exeth. Chavez de Rimmer, no problem. RFK, he doesn't like Donald Trump, but he sold his soul to get a job in either White House. There will come a point in time where he can't stand Donald Trump anymore. That photo with the McDonald's or whatever on the plane with Elon and Donald Trump kind of says a lot. I do think RFK would flip. It takes the vice president in the cabinet to invoke the 25th. Scott Turner probably would. McMahon, no. She's a complete Donald Trump stooge. Kristi Noem, I think, would not. Doug Collins would have no problem invoking the 25th. I think it would just take the majority. Or Elon Musk could threaten and say, I'm going to give money to the Democrats in the next election. The 25th Amendment is going to be invoked. These two narcissistic egos cannot coexist forever. JD Vance is on the pocket of big tech. He is completely distant from the president. It's because there will come a point in time where if Donald Trump doesn't do what Elon orders him to do, the 25th Amendment is going to be invoked. Invoking the 25th would look better for Donald Trump than all the Republicans in the Senate eventually flipping to convict him in a impeachment trial. If they don't impeach Donald Trump, or if they don't convict Donald Trump, he could be dealt the two choices between conviction and being removed from office. He has to know this is happening to him. He has to know this is happening to him. JD Vance is ready to take over. JD Vance once said, he once compared Donald Trump to Hitler. He was America's Hitler, said JD Vance. He probably doesn't like Donald Trump. He's just looking to be president someday. He's just saying all these things because he's an opportunist at the end of the day. He's the big tech pick to succeed Donald Trump. They're going to do so during his term. He was big friends with Peter Thiel. He'll just do anything to get himself elected. He once called Donald Trump a moral disaster. America's Hitler. If the Republicans don't convict Donald Trump in the Senate, once he does get impeached, once the Democrats win the House, then it's going to come down to the 25th Amendment. It's going to come down to invoking the 25th Amendment. Donald Trump cannot dispose Elon Musk. Once he attempts to, Big Tech and Elon Musk are going to kick Donald Trump to the side via the 25th Amendment, and JD Vance is going to take over and usher in the rest of Project 2025. Already, they are looking to dismantle the Department of Education. They've already gotten rid of the Consumer Financial Protection Bureau, all without Congress's consent, violating the Constitution, Article 1 of the Constitution. We are already seeing Project 2025 in action. And those who voted for the orange fuel are going to get exactly what they voted for: higher prices, dismantling of the government, and stripping them of their basic rights, especially the LGBT, especially women. These people are going to get exactly what they voted for. They're going to get higher prices because of tariffs. They're going to get less freedom. Big tech is going to have more information over their private data. That's probably another reason why big tech has completely financed the election. These guys in secret knew that Elon could hack an election, and they knew that they could get a lot of billionaire tax breaks. So media's been awfully silent on these discrepancies with the election. Somehow you want every single swing state, and people were voting abortion down the ballot, voting for Democrat, and then suddenly, oh, I vote Donald Trump in the election. Something is not adding up. The 25th Amendment's going to be invoked.